Hello. We'll start by doing some drumming to clear the space, and then we're going to do a fire sign reading. So let's get into the drumming here. So today I'm asking for messages that will help us fire signs, I'm also a fire sign, to move forward in our path, for inspiration, any messages that aid in our healing, personal growth, can help us show up authentically in our relationships with others, give and receive love. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so I'm going to clarify both of these. I'm going to use a deck that I haven't used on here before. It's called the Next World Tarot. It's really cool. All right, so let's clarify show you the cards. Let's start with the Ten of Cups. The Four of Cups, and it did come out kind of sideways, so all right, and let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for our fire signs. Okay, Strength. So the Four of Cups card here, she's kind of in a state of not really caring how she comes off to other people. She's just like doing her own thing. Doing her nails, there's a mess around her. She's, dressed in her pajamas, even though she's out in a public place. And the Ten of Cups is, abundance related to home and family. So this might be speaking to a level of comfort that that you have in your current living situation or with your current family members or loved ones, that you can really just show up and be you. And then let's look at these two a little more closely. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by Strength. Okay. So right now you might be prioritizing things that bring you joy in your relationship with things around you, like your plants, or one of your passions or hobbies, more so than the material abundance. Because the Ace of Pentacles upright would be, a windfall of money, or, starting a new journey of financial abundance. And in this Strength card, this person really isn't concerned about that. They are rather just in the present moment tending to other living things around them. So I'm going to ask for another message regarding tying this these messages together, because as of now they feel a little bit distinct. Although actually, now that I say that, that's not true. So the message that's tying these together is that the level of comfort that you're feeling in your home or with the relationships closest to you is allowing you to tend and nurture things, as opposed, not that it has to be one or the other, but maybe in the past you were more focused on financial abundance, and so right now you seem more focused on tending, just being yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, nurturing the relationships closest to you. Is there any more clarification for this reading? For fire signs. I believe we do have a full moon today too, so full moons symbolize a time to reflect on this past cycle and release. So let's see what came out there. Okay, we had one flip and one fallout. So the Five of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords. All right, so let me look at these. So this is interesting because the Queen of Swords is normally known as like a kind of cold figure who's lived through a lot of hard stuff and is now a little bit like detached or cold, like willing to tell the truth, less emotional than the other queens. But in this card, she's standing over this patch of flowers and she's not using her sword of truth. She's kind of got it relaxed on her back. It's like helping her stretch. It even is like helping her be in like a relaxed pose, even though a lot of people wouldn't even be able to hold that for very long. But she looks very relaxed, and not only is she standing over the flowers, she also has the flowers, I would say in her hair, but she's a skeleton. So, not in her hair, but under her hat by her ears. So this is also giving me, even though it's the Queen of Swords, it's also giving me the vibes of like the happy home, feeling comfortable in your skin, and like just like tending to the things around you. This might be saying like that you used to have to be more like the Queen of Swords. You used to have to be more like, oh, I'm tough, or I'm bitter, or I've seen some things, I've learned things, and now I'm like kind of rough around the edges. But that because of the way this Queen of Swords is depicted, that you don't have to be so much like that. And then we had the Five of Cups in reverse. So Five of Cups, this skeleton is, it's showing the maze in their head, and the conflict, the mental turmoil, perhaps because of heartbreak in the past, or just whatever. Okay, so let's get a little more information on that. I would like to clarify the Queen of Swords with the Next World Tarot. The Two of Cups. Yeah, connection. Venus in Cancer. Yeah, so she is there with the flowers. She's taking a break from her tough girl, tough woman era. And I mean, just like this individual here is nurturing with the plants, now we have the Two of Cups also, which is about connection and nurturing with another person. So this read for fire signs in this upcoming season, or maybe you're already feeling it, there's a big focus here on your relationships, not only with people, but, with plants, animals. I'll just move this closer so you can see it even a little bit better. It's really beautiful. I do feel like we want to pull a few more cards here. I'll pull an oracle message from the Spirit Warrior. So let's see, ask about any advice for this upcoming period. What advice do we have for fire signs for this moon season? Oh, okay. Self-worth and keep your heart open. Wow. This keep your heart open card is very similar to that Queen of Swords card. Look at this. Oops, just this one. Look at how similar those are. And it's just very interesting to me that this is how they depicted the Queen of Swords, because that is not typically... I mean, she is often in like a reflective energy. There's another deck I have where she's just like sitting on top of a hill or mountain, like sort of like pausing and reflecting maybe on what she's learned so far and how she's gotten there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read the keep your heart open, because that seems like a really important message. Beloved one, this card is guiding you to keep your heart open to the fullest and highest vibration of love. This card has come to you as a messenger from your angels to remind you to keep your heart open no matter what has happened in the past or present that has hurt you or caused you to close your heart off in any way. Give yourself permission to open your heart to fully expressing love in all of its forms and glory. Allow yourself to give and receive love, for you are love, and therefore there is no difference between you and the divine love that has always dwelled within your precious heart. Close your eyes now and begin to take a series of long, deep inhales and exhales. Okay, so if you want to do this, go ahead, close your eyes. As you inhale, visualize a beautiful, soft pink light filling up your entire heart space. Allow this light to open up your heart and allow it to clear out anything that is holding you back from the purest essence of unconditional love. As you exhale, the soft pink light pushes any unwanted feelings of pain or fear and releases anything else that is keeping your heart from receiving love. So that's interesting given that we're at the full moon right now. It's definitely an opportunity to release anything that holds you back from this opening your heart energy. Remember, you are love and you are loved. There is nothing stronger than the vibration of love. So keep your heart open no matter what, to allow this love to keep flowing through you at the highest vibration. And so the beauty of actually this aligning with the Queen of Swords is that though like the Queen of Swords has learned lessons and been through things, so you can keep your heart open, but that doesn't mean you have to like be romantically involved with anyone under the sun, right? Like you're still using your discernment of who you're going to be most intimate with. But in general, you can keep your heart open to new people, experiences, giving and receiving love of those that you deem to be worth your time and energy, but at the same time, keeping an open heart in regards to all of God's creatures and beings, people of different religious, political identities, and, even between men and women. There's a lot of hate between men and women that needs to be looked at and healed. So the mantra is say 3 times, one out loud, one as a whisper, and 1 time silently. I keep my heart open no matter what. I keep my heart open no matter what. And you can use rose or jasmine oil to anoint your heart and allow it to open with unconditional love. Okay. And then we also had the self-love or self-worth card here. I'll just read you part of that one. Divine Soul, if you have been doubting yourself and your worthiness in certain areas of your life lately, then this card is a reminder to tune into your own heart and look at what is happening inside. Self-worth usually stems from an experience from our past. Perhaps there was a time you didn't feel worthy enough for a certain relationship, or perhaps you felt rejection. This is to remind you your self-worth comes from the way you truly feel about yourself deep down. Try to notice where you store any feelings of unworthiness in your body. Breathe deeply into these areas and send loving and healing words to them. I'm going to give you a minute to do that. Actually, I'll just drum for a minute here. So notice where you are feeling tension around this message, or like when you're breathing now, notice where it seems like your breath is not going as easily. Like if there's any parts of your body that it just feels like your breath isn't really getting to as much as others. And then allow with the drumming, allow your breath to get into those areas and, understand where you're holding that tightness related to self-worth. And feel free to rewind and just play that part for longer if you feel like it would be helpful to do it for a little bit longer. So we're going to end the reading with the mantra with this card. I am worthy and deserving of all that my heart desires. So I just want to give gratitude for this reading. There's a huge amount of love and care and tenderness here, and I hope that this energy nourishes you and those around you in this upcoming season. All right, until next time, love you all. See you later.